EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Medina. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
Ready up! Ready! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready!
On 1st down, it's Henderson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They run once more with Henderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Panther 11.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Still on his feet. He's on his way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. An even 90 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here comes third down at 7. Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Richardson looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Richardson on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
70.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and 7.
Let's go now. Gotta be lying. Alert! Alert! Ready, ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Hurts going to move him around.
Hey, Silver.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
Now it's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Tiger Hornet. 73. 73.
Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's good for an Eagles
73.
first down.
73.
First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
that's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw now on first down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's got it to Collins, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
4 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal at the Commanders' 2-yard line.
On second and goal, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Take Bigsby from a yard out. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Commanders 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And the Washington first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Richardson. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. An ill-advised throw there, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And an Eagles first down.
Hey, Silver.
1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Bigsby. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They set up the screen for Henderson. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Okay, break.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Here's Richardson to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Richardson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Cougar 19. Check, smash, check, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Medina. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Hot 70. Street, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he had no room to run as tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. An audible here to get a new look. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bigsby. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There he goes again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ted Bigsby saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The ball comes out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Richardson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jaron Lane, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a bit closer. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Commanders 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Great, set. 180.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
And Bigsby once more. Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Now Hurts changing up the play. And now an audible here into something else.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Out. 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Pushes past him and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 119 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Throwing his Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
16 yards. That's good for Washington.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Out of the gun, a run with Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Washington Commanders.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Okay, ready?
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set. Viking 18, Buffalo 18, 19 Lions.
Again, it's Richardson. This one complete to Coleman. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Two.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Trevion Henderson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Richardson will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Commanders 21.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Running left is Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Richardson going to move him around.
And 10 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. They go play action with Richardson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Liking 18. Ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they run the toss to Bigsby. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
70 range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
He'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's just right. Here we go.